A Kansas City woman visits Ivory Coast, contracts malaria, and passes away. This is a very unfortunate situation, especially being that she has small children that she has left behind. Stay tuned. Let's get into this discussion right after this. Into this topic of discussion, I want to take a moment to read the symptoms of malaria. Now, malaria is caused by 3 different species of parasites, which is found in infected mosquitoes. Upon the mosquitoes biting you, it then passes these parasites into your bloodstream, and hence you get infected with malaria. On the CDC website, they have signs and symptoms of malaria, which consist of fevers, chills, sweats, headaches, nausea and vomiting, and body aches. More severe complications of malaria consist of seizures, coma, low blood pressure, again, low blood pressure, and acute kidney injury. Now, the last few that I have just read is more extreme cases. So that means that you was just laying around on your couch, feeling horrible, and you did absolutely nothing about it till you reached that point. So the number one thing to do is to be aware of your body. If you're traveling with kids, be aware of your children. Be aware of a change in attitude, a change in appetite, feeling more sleepy, not wanting to really participate in activities. And vice versa, the same thing with an adult. You just have to really be conscious of your body and the way you are accustomed to feeling. And when you notice a slight change in that, you have to immediately take action. As in any case, when you are dealing with the disease, early detection is ultimately prevention, right? Because you're able to prevent it from catapulting into something bigger. They don't go into details of exactly what transpired in the full, but this is my issue. And my condolences go out to her family, but my issue is that they are painting this picture, okay? The European media is painting this picture that Africa is horrible, right? Don't go there. You can contract malaria and die. Look at this lady and what happened to her from Kansas City. And so that is why I have decided to chime in and put in my good old 2 cents, because I feel while malaria is a reality here, it's very rare that you hear of anyone contracting malaria and passing away unless they have had it for a long extended period of time and it has gone untreated. Because like any other disease, if you leave it to go untreated, it is going to spread like wildfire and hence complications. So the rule of thumb is that when you start feeling sluggish, you start feeling tired, you feel like you have a little headache, that you should go to one of the very many pharmacies that exist and get yourself tested for malaria. If it so happens to come back that you have a positive malaria test, they will then prescribe you the proper drugs that you need in order to take to clear up the malaria. It's so simple. So I'm not quite sure what happened here. I don't like the fact that they're trying to make it seem Africa's horrible and don't go there because malaria is running around and you're going to catch it and you're going to die. We is not about to do that. Like, don't paint that picture. If you're going to put a story out there, European media, then you need to project the trueness of the story. Don't just put malaria as the subject line and make it seem like malaria was the only cause. What else was happening with her health? What else did she have going on prior to traveling? Did she have other things that she was dealing with? We don't know because they don't mention it. The only thing that they want to highlight is the fact that she contracted malaria and passed away. The end. And it's so amazing to me that they can take malaria and blow it up to be the cause of this woman's death. However, how many people have gotten a COVID vaccine, mysteriously passed away, and the end result is, oh, they had a pre-existing health condition. It had nothing to do with the COVID vaccine. Meanwhile, They were 100% healthy before getting vaccinated. But it just so happened that upon getting vaccinated, they develop all these conditions. One condition after another condition, or don't develop a condition at all. They just drop dead. But that is swept under the rug. It's cleared up. It's a pretty picture painted to make it seem like the vaccine had nothing to do with it. But then you want to take yourself, the others, run to news outlets to convince the mass that malaria is killing people and you should not travel to Africa. I have had malaria on more than one occasion. My daughter has had malaria on more than one occasion, and she's 2 years old. We contracted malaria. We went to the pharmacy because I noticed, okay, my daughter's acting different. She's seeming like a little tired, a little cranky, a little fussy. Let's go right away and see what's going on. Boom, malaria, prescription. It's done. I'm feeling a little sluggish, a little tired. Let me go to the pharmacy and get myself tested. I go, get a little malaria test. It's just a prick in your finger, just as if you was taking your glucose. Prick in your finger. They put a drop of blood in the little test, and it reads the results. It will come out positive if you have malaria. It will come out negative if you do not have malaria. So the best advice that I can give is, if you're like me and you don't want to take the malaria medication that they prescribe in the States, which you got to pay for anyway, it's not even included in insurance. It's cheaper to just buy malaria medication when you get to Ghana. Like, what are you going to get bit by a mosquito, like straight out the airport? No. You need to go ahead. If you're planning your trip to Ghana, go to Walmart, go to one of these local stores around, get you some insect repellent, some mosquito spray. Pack it in your luggage, okay? Pack it in your luggage so that way, if you're arriving in the evening, because that is when the mosquitoes are out, and you know that you are going to be traveling outside in the evening, you will have it already in your luggage. You can just pull it out, go ahead and spray, and you good to go. So get you some mosquito repellent. Make sure that in the evening, you're wearing long sleeves, long pants. I don't. I just make sure that I have my repellent on. I wear short sleeves. Even for Emmy, short sleeves and a ton of insect repellent. That's the way we do it. Because sometimes it's so hot, especially in Ghana, that even in the evening, you don't want to have all of those hot clothes on you. So I might put on 9 times out of 10, I have shorts on and a short sleeve, and I'll just put a bunch of insect repellent. And that works wonders for me. I've been in Ghana over a year and I've only had malaria twice. Emmy has had malaria twice. So insect repellent for sure helps. It helps. So make that a part of your luggage. If you're planning your trip to Ghana, make sure that you're packing some insect repellent. Make sure that you're packing some long sleeves, some long pants, just in case you want to be, extra cautious and put on an extra layer of protection. So guys, drop a comment. Let me know what y'all think about this story. I want to hear it all. I want to know what your thoughts are. Until next video, make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that you hit that notification bell so that every time I drop a new video, you are made aware.